Okay, yeah, so this is going to be Majora's Mask, nearly no logic randomizer. So before I get started, just a little bit of explaining what's going on here. So this is a randomizer where all the items are going to be in random places. So like I can open a chest and in the vanilla game it might have, you know, just some rupees, but in this it could have like fire arrows or a transformation mask or something important like that. And in a lot of randomizers, there is logic that helps make sure that the randomizer is beatable, so that items are always possible to get, and so that like you can't have an item that's locked behind its own item. For example, you can't have an item that requires fire arrows give you fire arrows. But this is nearly no logic, where that's kind of almost thrown out the window. So there's no logic, which just means that there is absolutely no care about where any of the items are placed. One thing about no logic is that it's very easy for the seed to be completely impossible to beat. So nearly no logic is a slightly toned down version of that, where it just gets rid of the obvious impossibilities for the seed, but there's still a little bit of a chance that it could be impossible. For the sake of an event like this, I did make sure that the seed is completely beatable. I did have someone check over everything. But what's cool about this is that it means that I often have to use a lot of glitches. If you've ever seen N64 Zelda speedruns, you probably know that there's a lot of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask have a lot of crazy glitches. And what's really cool about randomizers is that there's a lot of glitches that never really get used in speedruns, because they're just not relevant in speedrun categories, but they can actually end up being really cool, really useful in randomizers like this. So you might see a lot of cool glitches that you don't really see anywhere else. But yeah, I think we're about ready to start with the countdown. So I'll be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So the cool thing about the randomizer is it skips, it has a lot of quality of life features, and it skips the regular beginning of Majora's Mask, where you have to like be Deku for the first cycle and stuff. Alright, so here I have my first randomized item. I have Gibdo Mask. And also some of the NPCs that you can see right there. Some of the NPCs that are normally wearing an item like a mask can actually they'll actually have their new item on their face. So like you saw Cafe there. Cafe's normally wearing the Keaton mask, and there, right there, Cafe was wearing a purple rupee. So it also gives me a hint about whether or not that NPC has an important item. So now I know that Cafe does not have an important item. I got Postman's hat right away. So lets me get an item from the post box, which was also nothing important. So yeah, so the early game, I'm just looking for, there's a lot of items early in the game that I don't need any extra items for. So chests like this where I can just, they're out in the open, I can just open them. So I want them early in, oh wow, magic right away, that's super good. Magic is a very important item. So early game I'm gonna make my rounds around Termina Field, get some easy chests, hope for some good items here. And then also do some easy stuff in Clocktown. Oh, milk. Milk is potentially good for later. And also, as you can see on this side, there's an item tracker. The item tracker on the side shows my progress, all the items I have and don't have yet, so you can keep up. I also need to write down milk. Oh, Nue Bossa Nova, that's also super good. Nue Bossa Nova is one of the absolutely required items that I have no way to skip. So that's super good. And also, these gossip stones around Termina Field or around the game really, will give me hints on certain items. So, that one just said Baby Zora's. So Baby Zora's is one of the items that takes a really long time to get. So it's really good to have a hint that says it's useless. And if you hear me referring to things as junk, so obviously not all items I need. That just said Invisible Soldier was a red rupee. A red rupee is essentially junk. It's something I just don't need. What is that in the tree? That's double magic? Okay, both of my magic items are super early on. I don't really need to get that right now. But I might pick that up later. Oh, what was that? Was it opponent song or song storing? I couldn't see what that... Okay, that was song storing. Yeah, when I refer to something as junk, so things like Skulltulus tokens, stray fairies, rupees, heart pieces, those are all junk. I don't care about those items. If it's stuff like a mask, especially if it's a transformation mask, songs are usually important, except ironically Song of Storms, the one I just got right now, which has rarely any use. And also, yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, the Gossip Stones giving hints is really important. Seahorses and Ice Trap. Okay, so that means I do not need Seahorses, which is a really long check also. Boat Archery's Brahmin Mask, interesting. Permanent Field's Way of the Hero. Frog Fire's junk. Also, you might hear me typing on the side. I have to take a lot of notes on this to know like what's junk, what is important. So Way of the Hero. So you just saw a hint that said Termina Field is Way of the Hero. So that means that Termina Field has some item that is required to beat the game. I got magic in Termina Field, so there's a good chance that magic already could have been the Way of the Hero item, although I can't really know that for sure. Half the Snowhead is foolish. There's also these hints that say an area is foolish, which means that I don't have to worry about getting anything there. Oh, bomb bag. 80 root. Okay, that's extremely good. Bomb bag is like one of the best things I can get. But I don't have enough rupees. Yeah, I definitely have to be typing essays during this. Andrew Cafe. Okay, that's really good. Andrew Cafe is one of the longest checks in the game, so that means I do not need to worry about that. So there's a cool trick with the stick here where if I break the Deku stick in midair, Link won't put it away immediately, and he'll actually be able to use the broken half of the stick as a weapon, when normally he would just put it away instantly. And this is a really weird position. Well, okay. Oh yeah, so you're seeing me walk backwards. Walking backwards is actually faster than walking forwards, so you're gonna see that a lot. It's actually almost the same speed as Bunny Hood. So it's very good movement until I get Goron Mask. Until or unless. Goron Mask is actually one of the items that is not completely required. I really want Goron Mask, it's very good, but it's actually doable to just skip it completely. Okay, that there might look kind of weird. I went up to the fence only to talk to Tattle there, and Tattle just says like something about Epona jumping the fence, or like how to get over the fence. This game keeps track of certain events that you've done based on flags, and there's a really interesting glitch with that flag where you talk to Tattle there, which says Stone Hat. Okay, I'll explain that in a second. Where the flag for talking to Tattle there is actually shared with the flag used for a magic bean plant near the observatory. So later on, I'm going to go to the observatory, and there's just going to be a planted magic bean already there, and that's going to be because I talked to Tattle there. What is this? Great Bay map. Okay, I kind of want that. So the Great Bay map will actually tell me the location of Great Bay Temple entrance. So the dungeon entrances are also randomized here, so I actually don't know which dungeon leads to Great Bay Temple. Oh my god, this shop is loaded. I have to write down a lot of stuff. Okay, Last Mask 40, Fyro 50, Kamaro 40. Shop prices are also randomized, and Blue Potion 100. Oh, you can't buy any of those right now. Oh, I forgot to check what did he say? I get Silver Rupee. Okay, good. That's cool. Oh yeah, so earlier when I went into the lottery shop, it said one of the items I can get was a stone hat. So this has what are called trap items, where it'll either like bomb you, freeze you in an ice trap, give you literally nothing, or give you a rupor, which takes away your rupees. And if you see an item that's misspelled or has a fake name like Stone Hat, that means it's an ice trap or some trap. Laundry pool. That just tells me the location of the town stray fairy here. There's Circus Leader's Mask in the tree. The Circus Leader's Mask is normally a completely useless mask. It has one use in no logic randomizers, which is being turned into a bottle. Sometimes, if I'm short on bottles and I need more, I can do a glitch to duplicate, I can turn masks into bottles. And that's basically the only use that Circus Leader's Mask will ever get, is being sacrificed. Oh yeah, I also want to mention something about boss keys. So I mentioned this will use a lot of glitches, and there's almost no glitch restrictions for this. My one exception is I'll actually be not allowing boss key skips. So if you're familiar with N64 Zelda speedruns, you probably know about boss key skips where you can like just go out of bounds and skip to the boss without opening the boss door. That's the one thing I won't be doing this run, just because in the context of a randomizer... Oh, Bunny Hood, that's very good. In the context of a randomizer, it makes things a bit more interesting. Having them required so that dungeons become a bit more important. Oh yeah, and Postman... Postman has bomb shoes on his head, so... A red potion. So that tells me that Postman is junk, I don't have to worry about him. So the Bomber's Kid here, you can just backwhip over the kid. Kid is not gonna stop you from getting in here. So I can run all the way to the observatory here. And there's a few more items I can get over here. Okay, there's a frog there. So frogs, I already got a hint that the frogs are junk, so I don't actually need that frog. So normally, so that frog that was in the case, that's the item that I would get from the Moon's Tier item, if I look at Slowkid right now. But I got a hint earlier that said the frog choir is junk, so I don't need to worry about that. I do need to watch this guy fly into the hole here. That'll let me talk to the Deku salesman for an item check later. More hints here. Road to Akana way to here. Okay, that's a good one because I got a hint that Invisible Soldier. So Road to Akana has 3 items, and I got a hint that Invisible Soldier, which is one of them, is junk. So that actually means I can narrow it down to 2 items that are very important. I should actually write that down. Alright, what is this guy selling? All night mask. Cheaper? Sure. All night mask is relatively good early on. It gives me 2 item checks. So I want to get some more rupees from this pillar up here. This pillar actually has a weird glitched rupee. It looks like it's only 1 red rupee, but as soon as you grab it, it actually spawns a second one. So you see I actually got 40 rupees there. It's really weird. Secret Shrine Way of the Hero. So again, Way of the Hero is places that places that have an item that I absolutely need, for sure. So there's this chest here in South Clocktown. Normally you need to get you need the hookshot to get up here, but you can jump slash up to you can jump slash up here. Really. Dude? Dude, I'm like getting popped up and then not landing up there. How's this happening? Like I'm failing in a way I haven't seen before. Wait, is it Bunny Hood? It's Bunny Hood. Washed, yeah. Okay, now there's a few items I can get at night here. So this guy here only spawns at night. Seahorse. Okay, I already know that Seahorse is junk though, so I don't need to worry about that. I'll write it down just in case. Okay, I'm gonna buy Blast Mask now. I have enough rubies to buy Blast Mask. Actually, I can buy Kamaro also. Or no, I should buy Blast. Blast Mask is super important. Any form of explosives is super important. So I'm going to go to the Postman here. So the Postman, you have to play a game where you press A after exactly 10 seconds. And I have a setup where I can use the target icon around his head. Or I have Bunny Hood. I don't even need to do anything. Never mind. What? Oh my god. Dude, I haven't actually done this with Bunny Hood in forever. I was not prepared for the easy way. There we go. Oh, I need an extra stick. Or no, I think I'm fine. Or, yeah, I'll be fine. Wait, no, I do need an extra stick. Pride Fortress Interior. Okay, that's a good one. Pride Fortress Interior is kind of annoying. Okay, so I can do another thing with Deku sticks where I break it against the wall in a way so that it hits the wall twice, and this also causes the broken Deku stick thing, which allows me to repeatedly use the same Deku stick on these guys. Milk bottle, that's really nice. Any bottle this early on is great. Okay, Stockpot Inn being foolish is actually very interesting, because there's actually a lot of stuff in Stockpot Inn. So not having to worry about anything there is actually pretty good. That basically means nearly all of Engine Cafe quests is not important. Alright, I actually need to grab more sticks in here. Wait, I already opened this chest, didn't I? Wait. No, I didn't open this chest. Okay, it's a good thing I came back here. I actually would have just forgotten this. That's a stone tower key, which is actually really good. I need... stone tower has 4 keys. I only need one of them to check everything. Although having 2 is nice for speed. I know, this isn't climbing anything. That pillar is just normally climbable. The 2 of the pillars there are climbable. Okay, I want to go deposit some rupees. Oh yeah, so Fierce Deity is, in the vanilla game, is only allowed in boss rooms. Oh wait, no, I should actually buy stuff. In the vanilla game, Fierce Deity is only allowed in boss rooms, but in this, there's actually a setting where you can use Fierce Deity anywhere. Chronos 20. Okay, oh nice. You can use Fierce Deity anywhere, and yeah, it's a really cool setting. Adds a lot of fun stuff. Okay. So we'll see if I actually get Fierce Deity. So I'm just gonna dance here, they're gonna give me an item. And then, so right after this, so it's almost time for Grandma to get mugged in North Clocktown. And normally, in order to save her, you need a sword. And I don't actually have any sword item that can normally save her, but there's actually a cool glitch I'm gonna be able to do that will let me save her. I just need my sticks. Okay, so I'm going to do a glitch known as QPA, or Quick Put Away, where I need to use the blast mask, or just have an explosion happen. And, oh wait, actually I'm not sure if that worked. Okay, that did work. And on the first possible frame, I need to press A to put away my stick. So the game kind of thought that I put away the stick there, but it's still in my hand. And if I break my stick in midair during a jump slash, the game is kind of give me a glitched item value, or a glitched damage value, because of a mismatch between what it thinks I have in my hands and what I actually have in my hands. It thinks I have nothing, but I do actually still have a stick. So it's going to give me glitch damage, and this glitch damage is actually going to do damage of a Goron punch. And Goron punch actually can stop Sakin when he steals the bomb bag from Grandma. I'm just going to wait here for a bit. Grandma's gonna get mugged. And then just gotta wait for the right timing. And there we go. Alright, so Grandma saved. Oh, is that a shield? I think it said shield is in the shop. Shield is extremely good. Yeah. So the music is also randomized, and some of the sound effects. You might hear some funny sound effects here and there. Okay, Hero Shield is extremely good. So most of the important glitches in this game involve a shield. So now that I have a shield and sticks, I can use sticks as a sword. It's very good. And also, I have a really important glitch I want to set up here. I need to wait for this kid to walk down the stairs a bit here. So I'm going to set up a glitch involving a Deku stick, where I think this is good. I want to try to take out a Deku stick right before I land on the ground here. Alright, so I tried to take it out, I rolled, which interrupted pulling the stick, and then I talked to the kid, which interrupted fully pulling the stick out. This causes a glitch where when I pull out my, when I get the stick lit, it actually turns inverted. Oh, whoops, I did that wrong. It turns inverted and it becomes really long. And it actually reaches so long that it goes through the loading zone here and hits that owl statue. And that owl statue that I just hit is not this owl statue. So in West Clocktown, they put an owl statue there that looks like it's supposed to be the owl statue in South Clocktown, but it's actually not. It's what's referred to as the hidden owl. And this hidden owl has a special property where if you use Song of Soaring with it, it will take you to a different destination based on the placement of the cursor on your map screen. So like this map screen, I'm actually going to be able to use this to manipulate where I warp to now. So normally you'd have to like go around the world and hit all the owl statues in order to be able to warp there. But I'm actually going to be able to use that to warp to places early. And it also means that I need to actually get some map locations in order to actually be able to warp where I want to. Let me actually double time right here. So for this early part, getting some map locations are actually going to be important. Like for example, the Deku Palace map location is going to correspond to Goron, to Mountain Village, and Goron Village corresponds to Stone Tower, which is super important. Can't actually do this shooting gallery right now. I just want to reload to get some rupees here. Come on. Oh my god, I cannot get these rupees. I just want to grab an extra stick from the grass here. So nothing important on the roof there. Oh, elegy of emptiness. Okay, so the item this scrub salesman sells you can only buy as Deku. I don't have Deku yet, but that's a really good item hint. Oh, whoops. Trying to play and type notes at the same time is hard. If you see me like walking into a weird direction, I'm probably trying to type. Let's see where. Okay, I already know that. Stone Tower map. Okay, Woodfall. Okay, so that just told me that the Woodfall entrance leads to Stone Tower. So again, the dungeon entrances are randomized, so I don't really know which dungeon entrance will lead to which actual dungeon. So that's important info to know. Which also reminds me I need to go back and buy that Great Bay map back in town. Or wait, no, that was the item that got replaced by Shield. I can't buy that until next cycle. Oh, I actually should drink my milk. So I need to, when I have bottles in this, I kind of need to make sure that I keep my bottles free of certain items. Or keep like a bottle that's free, so that I can actually put stuff in it. Because if you get a random item that's a bottled item, and you don't have a free bottle, it just doesn't go in your inventory. Mask of Truth. Oh, you know what? I actually could have got Blue Potion before I came here. And then I would have been able to save the witch already. Oh well. Cafe mask. ₹100. Okay, I should probably warp back to Clocktown now. The blue version was initially too expensive, but it had a lower price at nighttime. And so I actually could have bought the nighttime price, but I wasn't thinking about it. So that was actually the first demonstration of index score, but you saw I put my map cursor over Woodfall. I just went like this, and then Woodfall was... Oh, actually I should go to Milk Road. And then Woodfall was the cursor over Woodfall corresponds to warping to Clocktown. Cursor over Clocktown corresponds to warping to Milk Road. And this is good because earlier I got a hint that a bomb bag was here. It was too expensive earlier, but now I can buy it. Bomb bag is super important. I should probably just warp back. What do I want to do here? I think I want to just go to day 3. I'm gonna head into Stockpot Inn, and then... Oh wait, I already know Mask or All Night Mask is junk because Stockpot Inn is junk. Okay, I'll just... This is probably the... Is this the fastest way to get to day 3? I don't even know. I'm already here. So I probably don't need to do this because I already know that Stockpot Inn has nothing good. But I guess this will get me to day 3 fast. Oh yeah, so I should mention my starting items. So this randomizer starts with Song of Time, Ocarina of Time, and Song of Soaring. It's just to make the randomizer a bit more reasonable, because if you don't start with those items, it can become a bit crazy later on. Or not even later on, early on. Yeah, this randomizer already gets long enough as it is. And it gets... If you don't start with those items, then it becomes kind of crazy. So there's a bombable wall I can get over here. With chest behind the wall here. Oh, marked bombs on the tracker. Sorry. Yeah, the tracker is manual, so I do have to remember to actually mark stuff. Great Bay Temple key. So that's the one and only small key in Great Bay Temple. It leads to the Wart mini-boss. It's a bit of a long mini-boss. Well, it's not that long, if I have good items for it. Okay, so here I'm going to do my first instance of hovering. So I'm going to do, first I'm going to do a glitch called Infinite Sword Glitch, where I'm going to set a bomb down, crouch stab with a Deku stick, and try to interrupt it by picking up the bomb. This causes the Infinite Sword Glitch, which if you saw like there's a white trail on my sword, the sword is now swinging infinitely, and if you happen to shield damage in the air, when you have the Infinite Sword Glitch active, you will stay in the air, and you can do this repeatedly, and this is called bomb hovering. And so you can use this to get to a lot of places you're not supposed to. Pickaxe, that's good. Do I need to do anything else this cycle? I don't think so. Okay, I got one more thing I want to do here. So, oh, this is actually gonna be, or no, it's not gonna be that awkward. Gonna do a hover here, and I'm gonna try to play the ocarina as I'm hovering here. And I'm gonna play Song of Time, and I'm gonna void out in the middle of the song playing. And so, this is gonna cause a glitch where the next time a text box comes up, the Song of Time prompt is gonna come up. And I'm gonna be able to use that to activate Song of Time mid-gameplay, like mid-cycle, without actually going back in time. But it has the effect of resetting all the flags this cycle. Essentially like acting like I haven't done anything since I last played Song of Time. Resetting everything. So I'm going to do that here. I should have done that after... Okay, well, one of the things it does is gets rid of my sticks. And I forgot that I need sticks for a jump slash. Let me go get sticks real quick. But what I'm doing here is, so earlier I saved Grandma from getting mugged by Second. And that actually causes a different event to not happen, where on day 3 you can talk to the Curiosity Shop guy in Cafe's house and he gives you some items. And he's just not there if you... he's not there if you save Grandma that cycle. But by using the Song of Time storage, it gets rid of the flag that says I saved Grandma, and so I can actually visit his house this cycle and get the items. Yeah, I'm unsaving Grandma, exactly. Alright, second try on hovering into Cafe's house. Alright, here we go. So now this guy's here, even though he shouldn't be. Oh, you know what? I kind of messed up. I actually should have done that after night. Oh, a wallet, nice. That's pretty good. I mean, so I actually forgot that I didn't check the all-night mask reward. I wonder if I'll regret that. I guess we'll see later. I deposit all my money. I think there was a good thing here. Oh yeah, more money. More money's always good. Was there anything else? No. But here, okay, it was, yeah. Okay, I want to get the map here. 30 rupees, yeah. This tells me where Great Bay Temple is. Inward Stone Tower. Okay, now I think I will go back in time. Oh, I already bought the bomb bag. Blue potion for the witch, I'm gonna do the next cycle. Although actually I can do it, I can use red potion for it actually. Okay, first thing I want to do is just grab some more sticks. Actually, I might as well just grab red potion here. Actually no, I should grab red potion later. No oath hint. So the oath hint here is actually given to me once I beat a dungeon. Do I need bomb shoes? Actually, I guess bomb shoes are important once I have a bomb bag. Before a bomb bag, they don't matter. But I guess because I do actually have a bomb bag, I do kind of want. I do actually want. Oh wow, 2 bombs. That's cool. Yeah, I guess I actually should. Here, it'll probably be faster to work. So no, I can't lose before the 72 hours is up. I'll always have Song of Time. I'll always be able to go back in time. Okay, how many? Okay, oh, only 20 rupees. That's good. Okay, here I'm going to do another example of index warp where I put my map cursor over Deku Palace, and instead of warping me to Deku Palace, it's actually going to go to Mountain Village. So I have really fast access to this area. Come on. And I can check what this guy has. Okay, he has a rupee on his head, so I don't care about that. So here's going to be the first instance of what's called a HES, or a Hyperextended Super Slide, where I'm going to roll into a bomb explosion, and right as the bomb explosion happens, and hold just barely outside the dead zone of the control stick. And this is known as ESS, or Extended Super Slide, where this very precise position on the control stick actually preserves your speed. And you actually get a very high speed right when you get hit by a bomb. And that preserves it. And that it both acts as a very fast form of movement and allows for getting up slopes like that. And you also saw I just did what's called a recoil flip there, where if you shield damage in midair, it will recoil you at very high speed, same speed as a HES actually. And I'm also going to use that to try to clip into this ice here. Please leave me alone. Okay, so I can get in here without breaking the ice or melting the ice. And there's a chest in here I want to grab. Great Fairy Sword, that is super good. Love Great Fairy Sword. Great Fairy Sword does 4 damage, which is compared to the base Fury Sword, which only does 1 damage. So I can actually use this to pop Tinkle's balloon. Using some hovering. So I want to see what Tingle has. Red rupee for 10 rupees, sure. Little profit. Buy low, sell high. Or buy high, sell low. I messed it up. Alright, so I can talk to this Goron to open up the Goron Shrine. I also get a little peek at the item on the ledge there, which is just a rupee, so I don't have to worry about that. That rupee over there. Oh, is that a real sword? Oh, that's also 10 rupees, sure. Fury Sword 40, nice. Alright, things are looking good. Have a real sword, create fairy sword, explosives. I think the only super important item that I would really like right now is a bow. If I had a bow, I'd be in very good shape. Some nuts here in a snowball. There's these invisible platforms, nice. There's invisible platforms here to get over to the cave with... that normally has Lens of Truth here. And the invisible block patterns there actually change every day. There's a different pattern each day. Oh, Goron Mask, that's super good. Goron Mask is amazing for speed. Goron Mask go fast. And money. Money also good. Where do I want to go? Oh, I want to go to Snowhead. Snowhead Path. Dude, I just wanted the refill, the health refill. Yeah, speed is good. Show Snowhead Hiss. I probably will do Snowhead Hiss, but not just yet. Well, it depends on if I get a Goron Lullaby early or not. So I need to do a quick hover over this gap. Is there... Okay, rupee, don't care. I have Goron Mask, yeah, I did a hover there when I did not need to try Goron Mask. I have a habit of... Oh yeah, Snowy Path is foolish anyway, I shouldn't have gone here, yeah. Yeah, I have a habit of sometimes doing that. Okay, I actually want to grab the red potion I got here earlier. This is just gonna be for the witch in the... oh well, I'm early. For the witch in Lost Woods. Oh yeah, I should mention Sunsong. So Sunsong is actually, it's normally only in Ocarina of Time, it was never in Majora's Mask. But it's actually still in the game data. It's just not like a usable song in the normal game. But the randomizer actually adds Sunsong as a usable item, which is really cool. Wait, I did have an empty bottle, right? Okay, good. Yeah, Sock Button's foolish, but I know that red potion was there. I just wanted to get the red potion. Also want to do Honey and Darling. 90 rupees? What a ripoff. dude. Yeah. Dude, the hardest one. There we go. I probably want to invert now. What happens if you get the biggest bag for an item and then the smaller one? So actually, the randomizer has logic so that the bigger one always comes, or the smaller one always comes before the bigger one. Okay, so I got a hint earlier that Icona Road is Way of the Hero, so I really want to make sure I get these items early on. Oh yeah, I need to do chess minigame. Forgot that. Okay, I need to hover up to this chest. Leave me alone, please. I can use some bomb shoes. Oh, it's also Blast Mask. Blast Mask typically has a much longer cooldown in the vanilla game, but in Randomizer you can lower the cooldown. So based on the hint I got, this has to be an important item. Let's see what it is. Light arrows, that's really good. If only I had a bow. And yeah, I want to do this chess game. 50 rupees, wow. So, this maze game is random. It gives you like a random maze every time. There is a way to cheat if I get in a bad spot. I might have to cheat. Wait, oh, I'm in a bad spot where it's gonna be hard to cheat, actually. Oh god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, cheating's good. Another bottle, that's good. Okay, so earlier, so I mentioned how different map locations can let me warp to different places, and I got the Goron Village map location, and this is one of the most important ones, because using Goron Village with the hidden owl warping allows me to warp directly to the top of Stone Tower, which is super good, because Stone Tower is like the longest, it's like the longest owl statue to get to normally. But I'm just gonna jump right down for now. And you get to hear Goron's entire fall scream, which is one of the best sound effects in the game. I'm probably going to be too poor for this. How many? 40 rupees, yeah. Alright, there's a minigame there where you have to kill a bunch of Poes, but I do not have money. And I can't really hit Tingle down right now. I can like hover to hit Tingle, but that'd be kind of slow. Actually, let me take a picture. A big Tingle fan here. Is this even gonna work? Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably talk about quick transform. So you see, I'm transforming super quickly there. That's another quality of life feature of the randomizer. Is really quick transforming. Although one interesting extra benefit of it is that you can actually transform in midair, which you normally can't in the original game, and you can actually use that for some cool tricks. Yeah, the prices are also random. Okay, butler. Okay, that's so that tells me that the butler is junk. That's a really long check. It takes a very long time to do. That's really nice that I don't have to bother with that. What does this guy sell? Song of Healing, 20 rupees, absolutely. Land title deed over there. Definitely want that. I was worried that was gonna happen. Shut up. I don't want to talk to you. Alright, land title deed. Frog choir junk, already know that. Okay, now I'll actually use my red potion to save the witch. Yeah, Frog Choir junk is super good. Frog Choir is one of the worst checks in the game. Because you have to have Donjuro Mask, you have to beat Snowhead, and you need to find all 4 frogs around the world. And also, the frogs are randomized too. So I need to find the random frogs around the world also. So it's especially bad. Yeah, so the scrub does have elegy, so trading the land title deed would mean that I couldn't get elegy this cycle. But usually it's better to... Usually in situations like that, it's actually still better to get that item right away. Because I don't have Deku yet, and I don't know that I'll be getting Deku soon. So I think it's generally better to just get the item first anyway. But actually, before I go do that, I'm actually going to go to Ikana Graveyard. Because Ikana Graveyard is actually the map point that goes to Southern Swamp. And so by going here first, I'll get the warp point to Southern Swamp, and then I can quick warp there without having to backtrack through the swamp. Snowhead, Temple Way of the Hero, okay. I believe that's all my Way of the Heroes. And in the grave here, these... Oh, Giant Wallet, nice. I definitely want that. These graves will actually give a hint on what item they have, which will tell me if it's worth it to go in there or not. Big Bomb Bag. Oh, I love both of these. Actually, do I want to get Big Bomb Bag? I might want to skip it. So there's a glitch to clip into this grave by side-hopping at the right position. A little bit weird sometimes. There we go. Yeah, so Randomizer also has cosmetic randomized colors for some stuff that looks really cool. These bats are easy to take care of with just some explosions. Great Fairy Sword is super good. Kills them super quickly. Yeah, the Blast Mask coming back super fast. That's a quality of life feature from the randomizer. Normally the cooldown lasts for about 15 seconds, but in randomizer you can actually set it to an instant cooldown. But instant cooldown is a bit too abusable, so I have it set to a 2-second cooldown. Alright, so there is another bomb bag in here. As much as I would love another bomb bag, I think it might take longer to get than it's worth. So I think I'm going to skip the bomb bag for now, especially when I have bombs, bomb shoes, and blast mask. I have all the explosives I need right now. So I think I'll be good as I am. Surely I won't regret this in an hour. Don't do that. Okay, so there's this chest surrounded by fire. I want to... So there's a way to get it without doing the fight here. I just have to hover above it. There's actually a few different ways to do it. I have to hover above it, check my position. That's a little bit too far. Is this good? A little bit more. Okay, that's perfect. Now I need to dive with the ocarina. And then I can open it frame 1 after canceling ocarina. And I get gold dust. That's actually really good. What do I want to do first? I'm actually going to go here. So I want to go to Mountain Village and I want to activate Smithy. I need to melt the ice in Smithy House, and for that I need hot spring water. So I need to go into this grotto again. Come on, get up there. Probably mark gold dust. So if all my bottles are full and I get another bottled item, then that bottled item will not actually go in a bottle. Gold dust is an exception though, because gold dust will always give you a new bottle. Or at least your first time getting gold dust will always be a new bottle. So I want to catch 2 hot spring waters there. 1 just to melt the ice for if I need it in the future. And then 2 so I can go get Smithy right now. I should probably mark the wallet. So I'll talk to this guy. Are you serious? It's 500 rupees? This better be good. I'm gonna be so mad. It's a small key. Oh my god. I just got ripped off. But you know what? I may have gotten ripped off, but I can actually take my anger out on ripping someone else off. So it'll be okay. So what I'm gonna do is go to the curiosity shop. And I still have gold dust, so I actually want to keep the gold dust, but I also want to sell it. And it turns out there's a glitch to do exactly that. So I'm going to try to sell the gold dust, and I'm going to try to... Wait, I'm going to do this. I'm going to pause right before I give it to him, and change the button that the gold dust is on. And this causes him to give me the money without actually taking my gold dust. Vicious cycle of capitalism. And some milk. Do I want to get rid of that milk? I think I want to keep the milk, actually. I'm going to do it one more time. Well, two more times, actually. Alright, so I just scanned this guy for 800 rupees. But that's how capitalism works, so it's fine. I gotta withdraw some rupees now. 300. Oh, there's also... Okay, good. So the fee for withdrawing at night is also randomized. Luckily it wasn't too bad, there were only 10 rupees, but sometimes you can get a randomized fee for like 100 rupees for withdrawing at night, which is really funny. Yeah, the expert course was cheaper than the novice course, which is great. I think that said Twin Mold was the boss of Stone Tower. Alright, so the bosses are also randomized. I should uninvert right now. So I actually need to save Grandma a second time because I messed up last cycle. But yeah, the bosses are randomized for which dungeons they're the boss of. I think that one said Twin Mold was the boss of Stone Tower, which actually is vanilla. This. Oh yeah, so if you might have heard me spinning my control stick when I was doing that jump slash thing. So there's a cool little tech where if you spin your control stick while you're jump slashing, when you land, you actually have less cooldown. So like, if you see how, if I'm just jump slashing right now, you see how Link takes like half a second before getting up from the jump slash? If you spin the control stick, he gets up instantly. So just a little time save for that. Oh, I need to do... Wait, no, I can't do bombers yet. I still have no projectile. Alright, I just gonna have to wait here for Grandma for a little bit. No, so interestingly enough, you can pop Tingle's balloon with the sword, but you can't pop the Majora balloon with the sword. Alright, this is just to make up for a mistake from before. Do I want to go directly to day 2? No, I want to go do aliens actually at the ranch. So we're gonna go save the cows. Where am I going? Clock down. Oh yeah, Tingle Pick I'm gonna do soon, early on day 2. I have a few things I want to do before I go there. Oh, I should probably check. Do I want to check this Tingle? It's gonna be awkward to do it right now. Oh yeah, I can't do that. So you normally need the powder keg to get into the ranch before day 3. But using hovering, you can just get around it. So here in the ranch, there's a few hints that are important. Also, there's a really cool thing here. So, if you know, on night 1, the aliens come to abduct the cows. There's a really cool cheese strat with the Sunsong here. So I mentioned earlier how Sunsong is like this thing that was left in the game, but you're not normally supposed to access it in the game. But there's a cool cheese strat with it, where if you play Sunsong for the aliens and repeatedly pause, if you look at the clock right now, the clock is advancing while it looks like the game state is not advancing. And this is normal if you just mash pause, the game state will not advance, but the clock will advance. And when you play Sunsong, the clock advances super fast, at the rate of like 15 minutes per hour or something. And you can actually just repeatedly pause to cheese the aliens fight. Oh, and I get the Fierce Deity mask in return. I use the cheese to get the cheese. And you can do that without Sunsong too. You just have to pause for like half an hour instead of 30 seconds. Okay, so Fierce Deity Mask, I mentioned earlier, it's another randomizer feature where you can actually use the Fierce Deity Mask outside of boss rooms. Oh my god, the dog sound. Okay, so the dog sounds are randomized and they can be pretty funny. Okay, so when you have Mask of Truth, another randomizer feature is the Mask of Truth will always guarantee that you win the dog race with the gold dog. I just had to show off the dog sound effects. The sound effects in this game are actually insanely good. You know that the sound effects are good from playing the game normally, but when you play randomizer and you randomize the sound effects, it just like really helps you realize how good all the sound effects are in this game. Gold dog crushing it. He's the goat, not even close. Captain's hat. Don't really care about Captain's hat. It's not really that important. At least not that important for using glitches. In glitchless logic, it's important for the graveyard. Can't do anything in here right now, I just wanted to hint. Alright, now I'll leave here. Okay, I want to do day 2 of Honey and Darling. So Honey and Darling has a separate reward for just one day and all 3 days consecutively. So I want to do day 2 here. I actually need to hope that I get a bow before the end of the cycle, because I need bow for day 3. So hopefully this will work out. Explain the crazy condition where the blue dog can win. Okay, yeah, so about the dog race. So there's actually a glitch with the dog race where there's exactly 1 pixel on the opposite side of the track where... where am I going? Yeah, here. There's like 1 pixel on the opposite side of the track where if a dog lands exactly on that pixel, it'll instantly win the race because of... There's like a slight math error with something being less than or equal to instead of just less than, or maybe it's the other way around, I forgot. Either way, theoretically a dog can win the race on the other side of the racetrack, and theoretically blue dog could win the race that way. There's only been like a small handful of documented cases ever of it happening to any dog, let alone the blue dog. Maybe someday we will see the blue dog win the race. It is theoretically doable. But no one's gotten it. The odds are insanely low, though. Okay, it's just a stray fairy, so I don't care about that. Stray fairies are junk items, so I can ignore them. Alright, now I will finally go back to Southern Swamp. Alright, I want to trade the land title deed here to this guy. Nothing good. Trade in the Tingle Pick. Oh, bow. Perfect. In fact, I was about to go on the boat ride, but because I just got the bow, I actually want to go do the archery game over here. Dude, monkeys. Alright, having the bow now is very good. So I have a lot of really important items now. I already have bow, a bunch of explosives, sword, shield, Goron mask. Oh yeah, I probably do want to get double magic now. Yeah, no, shut up. Can't aim. Yeah, so I saw double magic up here way earlier on in the seed. It just wasn't. I got normally getting magic that early on, I would go for it instantly, but I got a different magic even earlier, which was kind of crazy. Like I found both of my magic upgrades within the first 5 minutes. Can't aim. Ah, that was a sloppy one. Not that big of a deal. Red potion bottle. And some more money. Oh, I got perfect refund on that. Nice. Alright, here I want to go through the swamp, go to Deku Palace. And finally get my item here. So this boat is another quality of life improvement from Randomizer. The boat normally moves super slowly. That moves a lot faster in this. So here in Deku Palace, these Deku guards normally block you from going in, but you can literally just backflip over them. They are not very good security at all. And you can also bomb hover over these wood blocks here, easily getting through the maze. Moonsteer. Oh, you know what? That's actually really interesting that I got Moonsteer there, because so someone mentioned earlier how it'd be bad if I traded the land title deed to the scrub in the swamp, because then I couldn't get the Elegy of Emptiness from him if I got Deku Mask. But actually, if you trade that guy the land title deed and trade the previous guy the Moonsteer, he will actually properly move to Clocktown, and I'll actually be able to buy the Elegy of Emptiness from him as human. So actually, I should theoretically be able to go get Elegy of Emptiness right now. Okay, there's one more thing in Deku Palace I want to check. I'm gonna have to leave one thing behind. There's one thing that you need Deku to get. Really? Dude. So there's a heart piece over here I just want to check. It's just a regular heart piece. I'll get it anyway. And then I can just leave here. Okay, I think here is going to be the first good use of Fierce Deity anywhere. So I mentioned earlier, Randomizer lets you use Fierce Deity anywhere as a fun little extra feature. And Fierce Deity is actually... he actually runs insanely fast and has insanely big jumps. So it's really cool to use him. Goron is still faster, but when Goron rolling isn't great, Fierce Deity is great. Now I'm gonna head into Swamp Spider House. Oh, I should probably invert also. So the spiders in the spider houses are also randomized. However, they're only there's normally 30 Skulltulas in here, but only 10 of them are going to be randomized. I still need to actually check all of them, so I don't know which ones are randomized, but I do need to actually pay attention. Or I do need to actually make sure I check them all. Ah yes, FD is faster than Bunnyhood. For speed reference, Bunnyhood is 9 speed, and Fierce Deity is about 14 to 15. I actually forgot to get bugs here. And then Spiked Goron Roll is 18 speed, which is also the same speed as a Hess. Although in here I might actually want Bunnyhood because I'm going to be running around a lot as human. Epona, I believe, is roughly around the Fierce Deity speed, like 14, 15-ish. Hookshot, thank you. Hookshot, my love. Okay. Now everything is really falling into place. Fastest way of traveling. General movement is Goron rolling, but again, Goron rolling is the same speed as Hess speed, which is the bomb glitch where you roll into a bomb. Ice arrows. You roll into a bomb and hold a specific position on the control stick. Those are the same speed, but generally Goron rolling is just going to be easier to set up. You don't have to do a hard glitch to do it. Oh, Giant's Mask. Giant's Mask, a lot of the time Giant's Mask isn't actually very good for Twin Molds. Although I might actually be able to do a cool trick for it. As long as I get Deku Mask before Twin Molds, I can actually do a cool trick. Need one more set of bugs. So you'll see me intentionally skip the regular green Skulltula tokens. Those ones I don't really care about, so I'm just going to skip them intentionally. I already had some milk. Don't care about that. I'll actually get that. Oh wait, I already got, don't need those. Bombs never hurt. The green ones are the regular Skulltula tokens that would give you the regular item for completing this dungeon, or this mini dungeon. But those are forced to be junk in this. So I'll never get a good reward for them, so I can just safely skip them. Alright, and this is going to be the last Skulltula here. Hookshot was actually in here. I just got it like 2 minutes ago. Alright, I should probably go try to get elegy right now. So, interesting thing with this scrub salesman. So, in regular OOT, you have to give items to NPCs just by targeting them and then pressing the item button. And in this game, they changed it so that you have to like pause while talking to them. There's like a specific text box for it. Except for that scrub specifically. That one specifically you can give to him, give an item to him as if you are like you would give an OOT. Alright, so there's elegy. That's super good. Well, elegy's not super important, but it's good. Alright, I actually want to go to... Oh wait, no, I need to catch a fish first. I need to go to... I need to go to Great Bay Coast. I still haven't been to Great Bay. No, I don't care about you. Oh, I also need to go to Secret Shrine. I know Secret Shrine's way of the hero. I need to go there immediately. Or not immediately, but soon after this. Actually, you know what? I think I might want to go there first because the Zora mask could actually be in there. So I may want to bail and go directly there. Okay, that's useless. Don't care. Secret Shrine Hover. Thankfully, I don't have to Secret Shrine Hover. I can just do light arrows. They already have light arrows. Don't care. Oh yeah, I gotta do Cremia check soon. Am I gonna have to bail? Yeah, I might have to... I'm gonna have to do that before Secret Shrine, actually. I almost forgot. I guess go there first. Did I already check this tingle? I think I didn't. Don't care. So here's another example of Fierce Deity being insane. We can just jump the ledge here. Get to use Sag Mask for once. Yeah, I actually will finally use it. So, Circus Leader's Mask is normally completely useless in the regular game, because you can only get it after you do this quest, and all it does is make the Gorman bros not attack you during this quest. But it means that I get to just sit back and do nothing here. And then they also, so normally they wear the Garo mask when they're chasing you, and so because of the randomizer, like changing the items that they're wearing, I'll be able to know what item they have if the Garo mask thing is useful, but looks like they have stray fairies, so I don't care. So I'll leave them alone. Just take a look at the scenery. Yeah, water break. Remember to hydrate. I'm gonna hydrate. Alright, wasn't even a good item. And for everyone always wants to ask about the hug there. Sorry, but the hug from Cremia actually does not exist in Randomizer. Because you have to be able to get the item multiple times. Because of, you know, the general Majora's Mask mechanic of getting stuff multiple times. So, yeah, no hug. No hug in Randomizer. Oh, didn't I say I was going to go to Secret Shrine? Whatever, I'll do it after this. The Zora just barked at you. Yeah, randomized sound effects are interesting. Just a heart. Oh, a song? What song is that? That must be Epona's song. Okay, so that means, getting Epona's song, is the pirate picture? Which... How early do I want to do that? It's like a little bit out of the way, but not that out of the way. I gotta remember it, I just gotta remember in the back of my head to do that a bit later. Alright, so now I'm in the Oceanside Spider House. Same deal as the Swamp one, where 10 of the 30 are randomized. So I still have to check all of them, but only 10 of them can actually give me items. I will not get the milk. I want to have one milk in my inventory because I can use it for a glitch called remote hookshot. But I do not want multiple milks in my inventory. I want just one. Actually, wait. No, I don't have anything to equip swap with, so I actually kind of want multiple milks. Maybe I actually should have gotten it. I'll be fine. Okay, I'll get this milk. Okay, one more up here. And so, in this room there's this... It's supposed to be this puzzle where you shoot the masks in a specific order with the bow in order to open up a gate. But there's a cool little skip for it. By hovering up here and doing a recoil flip. Right there, you can actually clip through the wall there. And get here without having to do the whole puzzle. Oh, and it gives me a quiver upgrade for it. So if I wasted all my arrows there, I would have gotten them back. And I don't need to get them back, because I just got the upgrade. Oh, some money. Well, I kind of don't need it. I'm rich. Wow. What item is it? I can't see. Snowhead. Okay, Adola's off of Snowhead. Snowhead key. I kind of want that. Then these should be the last ones. Romani mask. There's actually really good timing, because Milk Bar is going to open up very soon. So I can go check Milk Bar soon. Okay, a few more things I want to check in Great Bay Coast, and then I think I'm going to go Stone Tower. Or no, Secret Shrine, then Stone Tower. It's a little annoying to have to swim through the water as human. Actually, I guess I can swim through the water as FD. Here, Deity actually swims faster. Guess I can do that. Woodfall entrance is Great Bay. That's really interesting, actually. So, I mentioned earlier that New Wave Bossa Nova is one of the items that I absolutely need to finish the seed. There technically is one specific condition where that's not true, and it's the condition that I just found out, which is if Great Bay Temple entrance, or if Woodfall Temple entrance is Great Bay. Now I already have New Wave Bossa Nova, so it doesn't matter. But in theory, I actually have a way to get into Woodfall Temple without Zora Mask. Now it's unlikely to come up, but it is something that is possible. although a bit complicated. Oh, I should check the hint. Snowhead Temple, I already know that. I didn't need to do that. Actually, no, I did mean to do that. I think that's faster. Alright, yes. Look at how fast Fierce Deity swims here. Actually, you can avoid the skullfish by swimming sideways here. Dude, he's so fast. That's a fake sword. I can tell it's a fake sword because it has the same model as the current sword I have. A real sword upgrade would show the Razor Sword right now, but because it showed Kukuri's sword, that is a big fake. No hints on Deku or Zora mask, so I do have to be on the lookout for those. Oh, whoops. One thing I forgot. So these Zoras, you're normally not supposed to enter these rooms without Zora mask, but you can clip through the Zoras with some backflips as human. Play a specific song for this guy and he gives you a reward. Razor Sword does not break in Randomizer. They did actually make it so that it's permanent now, which is very nice. And then here, so clipping past this Zora is a bit trickier. You have to do a, okay, well, it's easy. You have to do a twisted backflip to get into it. Title lead up there. What do you sell? Stone Mask. Don't really care about Stone Mask. Wait, is that Mountain Title lead? That is Mountain, isn't it? Cool little trick to get up there. So, the deed that I need to trade to this guy, he literally could have just went up the ledge and get the deed to a new house. Speaking of a new sword, there's my new sword. Okay, now I need to do Secret Shrine. While I'm here, I should also check out Saving Pamela's Father and the Poe Hut. Oh my god. So you're only supposed to get in here with Song of Storms, but you can clip through a corner of the house with a recoil flip. Get in here early. Wait, did I not get the reward for stage lights? I didn't. I'll go back for it. Well, I'll go back for it after I do Secret Shrine. Oh, I really need to get to Stone Tower soon. Alright, the Poe game here should go pretty quickly with Great Fairy Sword and light arrows. If I time this right, nice, I can kill that one early. I could have done this Fierce Deity. Fierce Deity would have been basically the same. I think it's probably slightly faster not using Fierce Deity. Oh, nice. I did not expect to take damage from that. Do I still have that fairy? No. Do I actually want to drink milk? Okay, there's a heart here. I'm fine. There's magic. Alright, so I know this is Way of the Hero, which means some important item is here. I will remember the wizrobe chest. Okay, so the wizrobe here, there's actually a way to quick kill this wizrobe. After I do one hit here, he's gonna, there's a specific platform he's gonna do a new cycle on. Right here, if I jump slash him right in here, I could quick kill him, but there's actually a chance that it soft locks. So I avoid doing it, and I'm always mad about it because I want to save time. It's really easy too, and I want to save time, but I don't want a random chance to soft lock. Okay, Fierce Deity kind of destroys Wart. There we go. Very fast. Yeah, so the goal is that I still have to beat all the 4 main dungeons. Greve Bosky, okay, that's good. That's likely the Way of the Hero thing. Although I should still finish it up just to make sure. What? How do you dodge the nut? Okay, so just a boss key here. I want to quickly go check out the milk bar, and then I'm going to head to Stone Tower. Do I still have Magic Bean? I don't know if I do. I'll take it. Since I'm rich anyway. Okay, I did have Magic Bean. Whatever. We're gonna do remote hookshot. I want to do remote hookshot, but right now I don't really have a purpose for remote hookshot, unfortunately. I don't think it's worth getting Cafe Mask right now because I already know that Stockpot In is junk, and the only other non-Stockpot In check that Cafe Mask is required for is Madame Aroma in the Milk Bar on night 3. And that I need the Express Mail for, which I don't even have. So I think it's something I can avoid for now. Nice. Didn't mean to do that. You know what? Do this. Wait, I actually need to grab some magic out here. There's Zora Mask. Okay. Now things are very good. Oh wait, I actually need to shoot something up here first. I need to shoot this sun switch to activate a chest. Oh, Mountain Dew don't tracker. Whoops. Okay, I think I'm actually doing really good on items. I think all I really need right now is boss keys, Deku Mask, and Sonata. And Deku Mask is like a half requirement. Okay, so that strike is a gainer. It's a forward backflip. If you backflip and let go of target immediately, and then on the next frame, press target again, you will shift your momentum forwards with the backflip. And you can grab ledges out of it. A nice thing to like climb higher ledges with. More magic beans. Alright, nothing really important on this side of Stone Tower. Okay, I need to go back here. So the next trick I'm going to do here is called a weird shot, where I'm going to try to make Link do some glitchy animations by holding a direction as I roll into a bomb here. This guy's annoying me. I'm going to cause Link to do some glitchy animations and pull out the hookshot during it, and it lets me hookshot underwater, or under the ground. And I can hookshot onto the top of this upside down chest, and you're actually able to open chests upside down. They're actually like the same actual chest as in Inverted Stone Tower, so it works properly. Get the item, please. Red rupee. And I can do that for some other chests too, which is good. I can do that a few more times. Don't care about that. I can do it here. So here's another example of opening a chest upside down. Sometimes it's hard to see if the item like is inside the ceiling. Please let me see. I can't see. I might have to hover up to it. Okay, it's a fairy. Don't care. Yeah, the arrow swapping quality of life feature is really nice. Instantly being able to swap between the arrows. Oh, come on. So you're normally supposed to use Deku to get through this room without an Deku mask, but you can do some fun tricks with the updrafts here to get through this room. Oh, whoops. Okay, instead I'll just weird shot over here. And then I can also get the chest through this fire by hookshotting it really close up. Is that a compass? I think so. Every temple is Georg, okay. I think that means I know every boss now. That means Goat is the boss of Woodfall. What? Dude? Oh yeah, so weird shot crashes. So if you are aware of some speedrunning stuff, you might know that weird shots can easily crash the game. Luckily, Randomizer has a feature where you can it'll get rid of any of the crash potential with a lot of glitches that are dangerous that can crash or softlock easily. So actually, no, I will not crash or softlock with weird shots, which is very nice. This switch you're supposed to hit an inverted stone tower, but a bomb can actually hit it in this version. Yeah, you just hit the option to fix the game. Click the fix game button. Oh, come on. Yeah, protecting you versus spaghetti code. I mean, it's not really spaghetti code. Like, a lot of people do like to make fun of OOT and MM for having so many glitches, but really, these games don't really have that many glitches that would actually affect a casual player. They are like surprisingly solid games. It's very surprising like how solid they seem and how broken they can be when you really try. It's very interesting. Okay, here's another chest I can open upside down. Although this one is actually maybe not the smartest one to open upside down, actually, because it's gonna be hard to see what this one is actually. What is that? I saw it looked like a heart piece. Can't see. Okay, it's a heart piece. One more upside down chest I want to open. Okay, nothing. Alright, done with regular stone tower. Now I'm going to invert stone tower. So I got a hint earlier that I know the inverted stone tower dungeon entrance is going to lead to Great Bay Temple, which is perfect because I just got Zora Mask and Great Bay Boss Key. So you normally have to like use elegy of emptiness to move the blocks to shoot this, but you can shoot through the wall there and shoot from behind the gem to invert the stone tower. So there's 3 chests up here I want to get with this magic bean, and here's the basically only one of the very few real uses of Song of Storms in this. Or at least in glitch logic. When you're using glitches in Randomizer, Song of Storms almost never matters except for getting this without having to do a massive hover. I'm gonna get rid of the green potion just because I want to have my empty bottle. Alright, now for Great Bay Temple, I'm gonna be able to clear out almost everything in Great Bay Temple, but not quite everything. It's gonna be one thing I'm gonna have to skip, which is the frog mini-boss. Actually, this room is going to kind of suck without Great Fairy Mask. Great Fairy Mask is good for getting some of the Great Fairies that are kind of high up. Like this one can be. Okay, at least it's junk. That one's also junk. Alright, I'm going to try a cool trick here. I'll give this one try. So, you normally need to push a switch to raise a water geyser to jump up to the next room. There's a cool trick with Goron. Dude, okay, that was super sketchy. I don't know how that worked, but it worked. You can use Goron to cross the water wheel there. That's not hookshot. Okay. Just go around. Don't care about that. So here's another example of Fierce Deity jumps being insane. Fierce Deity can jump up to this ledge. This also lets me go backwards through a certain part of the dungeon. This part you're supposed to do much later after turning the flow of the water backwards. I mean, I could do this with just hovering without Fierce Deity, but Fierce Deity makes it even faster. Just a red rupee. Yeah, Fierce Deity's jumps are insane. Oh, come on. Alright, there's a cool trick in the next room. Hopefully I can get this. You're supposed to use ice arrows here, but you can skip it with some cool jumps. Should work. Nice. Alright, that room was good and quick. There's a stray fairy in this pot I have to get. It's a bit annoying. Okay, it's just a red rupee. A bit annoying without Great Fairy Mask. That first one didn't die. Yeah, it's been all heart pieces so far. Nothing good so far. Oh, come on. The reason that took so long is because one of the Deku Babas died off screen. And then it culls, which means it's not fully loaded and can't fully despawn, and I just have to wait. It waits until I look back at it. Another jump that you can do without FD, but FD just makes super free. What are we missing? Well, speaking of one thing that I was missing, boss keys. So I need all 4 boss keys. That's the one glitch restriction in this, is that no boss key skips. But I need boss keys, Deku Mask, and Sonata of Awakening. If I can get those, I will be good. More milk. Nice. Dude, I can't move. Alright, here's another example of FD destroying Wart. Oh, come on, dude. No, aim up. Okay, here we go. I know, I have no hint about Deku Mask. Although Deku Mask is actually theoretically skippable. If I get into a situation where the last item I need is Deku Mask, I actually do have a bit of a complicated method to get around it. So it's more of a last resort thing. But if needed, it's doable. Okay, so normally to get to the final room of the dungeon, you would have to turn the water the opposite direction. But there's a cool trick I can do with what's called a super swim, where if I recoil into the water at a really high speed and try to dive down and wiggle the control stick a bit, oh, I messed up a little bit. You can preserve a really high speed in the water. And it's actually fast enough to fight against the current. So I gotta wiggle a bit here while I sink down. So now I'm fighting against the current that's trying to push me out of this room. And then, once I'm here, I'm good. Just gotta check this item. Bomber's Notebook. I do not want Bomber's Notebook. That actually wastes time. That's Ocean Tidal, dude. I guess I'll get that. A bit of an awkward position without Great Fairy Mask. Okay. Ocean Tidal Deed. Yeah, the notebook actually works completely normally in the randomizer. It'll still, like, tell you all the entries you do normally. Although, actually, there is an option in the randomizer to have the notebook entries themselves be randomized items. It's one of the, like, more insane settings that no one ever uses unless you're specifically trying to do insane settings. But it exists. Alright, there's the first dungeon done. So typically, it usually takes a long time for the first dungeon to be done. Oh, what was that? Anyone see what that item was? I actually didn't. I wasn't paying attention. Usually takes a while for the first dungeon, but then after that it starts going faster. Woodfall Temple. So that's the hint for where Oath is. So that just said Oath is in Woodfall Temple. Oath to Order being the song you need to get to the moon. Like, completely unskippable. Absolutely need it. Wait, did it say I got Sonata? Oh. Okay, if that's Sonata, that's super good. Okay, I need to drink milk. I need empty bottles. Oh, and I got Lens of Truth too, didn't I? Do I want to? Or no, I already know what kind of soldier's junk. I don't need to do that. Okay, I need to go do Last Day of Honey and Darling. Okay, let me double check, make sure it was Sonata. Okay, yeah, that was Sonata. Perfect. Okay, yeah, so theoretically all I need is the 2 boss keys now, because if it comes down to Deku Mask being the last item I need, I can skip it. Which actually is a very cool thing. I kind of hope that I don't get Deku Mask so I get to show it off. Yeah, I gotta do Town Shooting Gallery too. So Honey and Darling actually has 2 separate checks. There's one check for just doing it any day, and one check for doing it all 3 days consecutively. That was the 3 days consecutively check, Pen into Memories. I already know that Andrew Cafe is junk, so I don't really need that. Don't really care about that. Okay, that was almost really bad. That's really bad. Okay, I can still do this, but I have to do something very hard now. I almost made it. Oh, Bosky. Okay, that's really good. Man, that second one was actually good enough that I would have, that I actually would have gotten the clutch on the first one. Okay, I need to go to Snowhead now, I think. Alright, so I'm gonna get to do a really cool glitch here. First I just want a magic refill. Alright. Oh, actually I'm gonna have to get rid of... yeah, that's fine. It's fine to get rid of Ocean Title Deed right now. Yeah. Okay. So this next glitch is called Remote Hookshot. It's a really cool glitch. I'm going to try to prepare the hookshot in front of this wooden post and then drink milk. And so what this does is the next time I take out hookshot, it's going to remotely shoot from that position that I was just now. And I need to avoid rolling here or else it'll cancel it. And I can climb up out of bounds on this ledge here. And I'm going to try to pull out hookshot here and swap items. Alright, I just caused a weird glitch. The hookshot remotely tried to connect to that wooden post as I put away the hookshot by force unequipping it by equipping something over hookshot. And it puts me in this glitch state where I'm frozen in place, except for I can move around by slashing. And the fastest slash is Zora slash. It just moves you the most distance. And the cool thing about this is that this prevents the wind from blowing me back here. So now I can climb up these mountains and slash all the way to the entrance of Snowhead, and he can't blow me back. And so this lets me get in without Goron Lullaby. The sec isn't super new. It's a few years old at this point. There's you might not see it in regular speedruns because there's actually faster ways to do this. But this is a much simpler and easier way, much less risk involved, while also kind of being cooler. Alright, so this, I don't know what dungeon this is. It's Vanilla Snowhead. Oh yeah, another rando feature is bomb arrows. If you press bomb while loading up an arrow, you can shoot bomb arrows in this. Just a cool little thing. I love getting Goron Lullaby as I enter the dungeon where Goron Lullaby would have gotten me. So that means that Lullaby skip was required. Which is typical in no logic, or nearly no logic. So that's kind of expected. Spin attack, that's kind of good. And I know Snowhead is way the hero, so I want to make sure I get everything in here. Actually, if it's way the hero, that means that either the last boss key or Deku Mask is here. Oh wait, no, I just want to jump down. Literally nothing. That's one of the trap items. Yeah, so the ideal scenario here is that I get a boss key here. If I get a boss key, then... if I get a boss key, I get to do a really cool trick. If I get Deku Mask, it'll be less cool. I mean, maybe I can do it anyway, because it's not that slow. It depends on how we're doing on time. Even more milk. Let's see, it really wants me to drink milk. Yeah, Way of the Hero could also mean it's an item that unlocks something that gets me Deku Mask or boss key. That's also true, yeah. Oh, whoops. Another literally nothing. This dungeon is so good at giving me literally nothing. Okay, this room is really annoying. Or wait, no, I can see with lens. Or wait, is lens gonna work? Okay, it does. Is that... Okay, that's a skull token. I don't care about that. Literally nothing, his way of the hero. What? I should go in this room. A frog. Don't care. Deku mask. Alright. So maybe I won't be doing a cool thing. Well, I might do it anyway, just for fun. We'll see. Alright, there's still 2 more things I need to get by jumping down here. One of them is in here. And this switch. And then after I get this chest, I'll intentionally burn myself as Zora, and they'll just warp me all the way back up to the top. Just a skull toilet, don't care. So this gets me all the way back up here. That was bad. Falling all the way down. Fall of shame. There we go. Alright, so boss here is a Dolwa, which will go down very quickly to FD. Easy fight. Okay, so now I know that Great Bay Temple entrance must be Woodfall entrance. Already know that. There's a few items I need to get here though. Woodfall key. Also, I still need to get my smithy item. It probably doesn't matter at this point, but I know it's a quick pickup. I'll get it just in case. Wait, I thought it was... Oh no, it was day 2 that was the key. I guess I never picked... No, I did pick it up. Never mind. I'm stupid. So need to heal Darmani. More milk. How much milk in this game? So there actually is a lot of milk in this because... So one thing extra that's randomized is the cows. You can actually randomize milking the cows. And there are 9 cows in the game, and each cow gives milk. Plus, you can buy milk from Gorman Bros. Plus, you can buy milk from the milk bar. There's like 11 different milk checks. So there's a lot of milk. There's Sniffa. Okay, now I want to go to Great Bay. Yeah, and I actually know where Opponent Song is. I'll probably go try to get Opponent Song after Great Bay Temple. Wait. No, I should do it before... Wait, bad picture. So I know where Opponent Song is. I know it's the Fisherman. And after I beat Great Bay Temple, he actually goes away. Or wait, I don't have Woodfall boss key. I'm not going to beat it anyway. So it should be fine to do it right now. Alright, so this dungeon I already know is going to be Woodfall. And I know that Oath to Order is going to be in here. I don't have the boss key. Woodfall boss key is actually the very last item I need at this point. So I don't have the boss key. But I should be able to do everything else in Woodfall. Oh, and Oath is the first item. Don't even have to look for it. Oh, wait, why am I even... No, I didn't need to go up here. Oh yeah, I didn't mark beating Adolwa. Whoops. Oh, there's Express Mail. Okay, now I have an excuse to try to go buy Cafe Mask. Actually, I really should just do this right away. Not quite in Goma yet, almost. All I need is one boss key. All I need is Woodfall boss key. No, dude. Here's another example of FD being so good at jumps. No one else even gets close to that jump, and FD makes it like it's nothing. Good snipe. Wow. What? So that frog is actually a randomized item. Oh, I was going to say, the frog is a randomized item, so I can't actually get it because I don't have Donjero Mask yet. And then the game wanted me to shut up. And it's a bomb trap. Nice, cool little jump slash there to break the hive and land right in front of the chest here. Oh, there's Great Fairy Mask. Goal of this run is to beat all 4 dungeons. I still need, there's still one dungeon that I need the boss key for to beat, and that's the last thing I need. So I'm desperately looking for a boss key. Blue potion, yeah, just drink the red potion. Actually, I should use Great Fairy Mask here. Another key. I think that's my last Stone Tower key. I think that's all 4 of them. Oh, I should mark them. Oh, Mark Oath and Donjero, yeah. Whoops. Can't quick spin. Can't see. A map of Woodfall inside Woodfall. Alright, so this is the last room. I can't beat the dungeon, so I have to just check here. See if there's anything I want, and if there's not, I have to just leave. Yep. No boss key, so I'm out of here. I did find the spin attack upgrade, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go head to Pirate's Fortress. Yeah, I checked the turtle room. I'm gonna go head to Pirate's Fortress, clear that out, and also grab a pirate pick, because I know that'll get me a Pona song. I did check the Zora stage. I went back for that. I should check Pinnacle Rock. I'll check Pinnacle Rock later. Can peek the item up there, but it's nothing good. Actually, I should check the hint, just in case. Yeah, so interior is junk, so all I need to do is check the sewers and the exterior. So it should be a relatively quick trip. Yeah, I gotta get the beaver hint too. Oh, I actually gotta do that soon. Because I will almost miss my time for it. Take a nice picture. Oh, I can just jump down. What am I doing? I'm just gonna head straight to the sewers, ignore the main area. There's one more chest down here I need to get. If I start running short on time, I could either do a boss key skip, or I could check the spoiler log to see where it is. Not sure which one, but yeah, that'll happen if it starts getting short on time. Although right now it's looking good. Oh, and actually no. I am doing perfectly on time, actually. That is go mode. It'll be just a few minutes. I now have everything I need to beat the game. Estimate for this, well, now the estimate is like 10 more minutes. Maybe 15. Oh yeah, mark go mode. So there's a go mode is when you already have everything you need to beat the game. That little icon in the bottom left now, that's go mode. I really don't need to get this. I really don't even get the chest. I don't need to get anything now. Actually, wait, is the chest up there still there? It should be. This will be faster. No, I didn't. Oh, right. Here, I'll do this. This should be faster. Hit the switch to spawn this chest up here. This will just let me hookshot up there easily. And I can take a bridge shortcut to right before the boss. I don't need to grab it, but for the fans, you're just a heart piece. Alright, so this should be twin mold. Oh, I said I'm gonna be able to do a cool trick, by the way. Here, I'll, come on. Here, let me do it when I'm in here. Okay, do this. I need to equip swap the Giant's Mask over Deku Mask. This is a glitch where you can equip an item over a different item slot. And this lets me unequip Giant's Mask, which you normally can't do. And this will automatically turn me into Deku. If I use my bubble and then untransform, I'm now giant human, like without Giant's Mask on. And I can actually act like I'm... I have all like the regular human stuff without the downsides of Giant's Mask. And this is the only way you can actually use Great Fairy Sword as Giant. You are not supposed to be able to do this. Oh yeah, actually, while I'm showing this off, let me also show this off. This is Giant FD, who makes Twin Mold look tiny. Okay, now I have to actually do the same glitch in reverse in order to go back to regular size. So equip swap Giant's Mask, and now I'm Tiny Giant. And then equip Deku Mask over it, and now I'm back to normal. And there's Twin Mold. Yeah, you're too big for the portal. You don't actually fit in if you don't go back to small. Alright, ignoring the Deku Princess, don't care about her. Okay, and now I need to go to, what was the last dungeon? Woodfall, Great Big Temple. Alright, I can run straight to the boss. Don't need to do anything else here. Alright, so there's a cool quick fight strat for Goat where instead of chasing him around the arena, if you stand in a specific spot, you can force him to stay in place and then shoot him with arrows. Nice. And then right at the end there, if you look closely, he was just about to start charging at me, and by killing him right as he starts charging, it makes him run towards you in the death cutscene, and that makes his blue warp spawn right next to me. So I don't have to go running around the whole arena chasing the blue warp, which is really nice. Alright, so that's all the dungeons. Now I just need to go to the moon. And then go play Oath, and I'm done. How recently was that discovered? That was like... That strat is probably older than some people in chat. It's not new. It's pretty old. So I'm not gonna bother waiting until night of the third day, just gonna hover straight in. And then I can play Oath. And then since I got lucky with getting FD mask, this will be a nice quick fight. Come on, die. Didn't check what he had in his hand. I don't actually have what he has in his hand randomized. That's why. Uno Moss today. Oh yeah, let me just ask Ludwig if it's okay if I do a second randomizer. A second 3-hour randomizer and put the schedule back another 3 hours. I'm sure Ludwig would be totally cool with that. Oh, nice. Donate for another rando. Nice. He sniped me. Alright, I'm gonna try for a quick strat here. I missed it. When I mentioned the jump slash thing a long time ago, there's just quick strat. I can't do it here. If I get the jump slashes, if I get the jump slash cancels, I can get a very quick strat here, which I cannot get. It is too hard. There we go. Time. That's time. I forgot to mention time. Alright, what was that? 3-0, 307? It's pretty good. That was faster than I expected. Uno Mas confirmed by Ludwig. Oh, you guys all spoke to Ludwig, and he told you personally that it was okay? Yeah, that was actually a fairly good run. I've had some much worse runs. Now, both the seed itself wasn't super hard, but I think I also played it fairly well. There were like a handful of small mistakes, but most of it actually went pretty well. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed watching. I'm not sure if I need to get off right away, or if they're waiting for something, or if I make a speech. Final thoughts. Okay, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are interested in Majora's Mask Randomizer, you can join the Majora's Mask Randomizer Discord to get started if you guys want to try this yourself. So if this was a nearly no logic seed, which is meant for like if you know a lot of glitches. This is not the way you need to play Randomizer. If this is your like first time seeing a Majora's Mask Randomizer, the way most people play it is with glitchless logic, which you don't have to do all these crazy glitches to beat. So if you're interested in trying it out, it's really cool. Definitely worth giving a shot if you like Majora's Mask, like randomizers in general. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the run. It was really fun. Glad I could do it. Unfortunate that I couldn't be there in person, but I hope everyone is having fun without me. But yeah, I guess that's probably it for me. I guess they'll kick me off soon. Play me the shut up already music.
What a beautiful outro. They played him the shut up music and they threw it right back to us here at Fast50. How's everyone doing this morning? Woo!
Yeah!
We're here. That was an amazing run. I just sat on this couch silently leaning in for 3 hours. That was badass.
That was amazing. I mean, ZFG's like one of the goats of all time in speedrunning. He's been doing it for so long. And between Majora's Mask and OOT, like he's got more knowledge. Like he'll forget about those games more than I'll ever know about any.
Yeah, so many times during the run, he would do a trick and then he would go out of it and be like, actually, let me tell you why I'm doing this. Or like, oh, 1 second, that might look silly, so let me do it this way.
Yeah, I mean, and so many, like when randomizer, you need to know so many more tricks than in your common speed run. There's so, like just a massive amount of extra tech that you're going to apply to a randomizer. And of course, like that brain of his has all of it just stuck in there. And it's like, so like second nature to him, you know what I mean? Where he's got to be like, oh, yeah, let me explain that. You know?
And it's, like you said, in a randomizer, you're going to have to use certain tech to get certain places, but only at certain times. And now I have this, so I have to go here and do that. It was unbelievably impressive to a pea-brain like me.
I cannot imagine doing a randomizer during a marathon run. Like, I don't have that confidence in myself.
Yeah, you'd be like, what if I forget? What if I forget one side room or one wall that I have to bomb to get to this chest, and that's the one that has the dungeon key? It's just, it would be very scary.